How's it going, YouTube? Spec M Auto is back with another episode of M.A.V. today. So, there's a few things that's going to happen in this video today. Keep it short and simple. So anybody who's an 8th gen Civic enthusiast knows that these gauge clusters in our cars sometimes can be a little finicky or fail. So, I'm specifically talking about the top tier out of the 2-tier cluster. The top one, at least in my case, seems to have one of the common issues that other people have, where the numbers kind of glitch out sometimes. So I went ahead and I got another top tier cluster out of a 2011 Civic, so it's actually newer than the one that's in my car. Hence, my car's in. So I'm going to try to swap it out today, and I'm also going to explain a few little minor updates that I've done with this car recently since last time I made a video. So stay tuned for that at the end. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, we're going to need 3 main tools for this little procedure. Obviously we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, plastic pry tools for the remove your trims and like your radio and things like that. And if for any reason your cheap plastic trims from trim removers from Amazon don't work, you're going to have to bring out a big old flathead and pray for the best. Hopefully we won't have to use this, but I don't think we will, judging on how easy it is to remove the plastic panels from this car. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Alright, so I got that piece and all off. That was rather silly. I dropped one of the screws, but thankfully it fell all the way through, so it's just laying on the floor. I'll pick it up when I go to put it back together. But as you can see, this dash is pretty torn apart at this point. So the only thing that's stopping me now is 1 screw, 2 screws, and 3 screws. And then after those 3 screws are removed, it should pull out, and I'll have to unplug the wire harness that's in the back of that gauge cluster, and then I can finally remove it and swap in the 2011 one that I have gotten from the junkyard. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay guys, so it's all now done, put back together. So just for safety, I don't know if it really messes with anything or not, but I always like to play it safe and disconnect the battery from the power, just in case, because I don't want to fry anything. I don't want some stupid gremlin happening as I'm working on something with the battery connected. So we're gonna put our battery back on, and now we're gonna go ahead and start the car. It looks lit, so that's a good sign. Here's my key. Here it is. Alright, moment of truth. Alright. Well, both signals work. That's good. Gas gauge is working. And I'm sure that the coolant gauge is working. It's just the car hasn't ran in a while. As you can see, my radios are setting and stuff just because I disconnected the battery. Here's my old cluster that I have just pulled out. So I'm really hoping that this one that I pulled out from the 2011 is an improvement from the old one. Now, don't get me wrong, this one still works pretty much fine. There's nothing really wrong with it except for the numbers that get all glitchy. If I have any archives of pictures and videos of it happening, I will pull them up on the screen so you guys can understand exactly what I mean. But I've never ever had any issues with the gas gauges going out or the coolant gauge going out. Those two always worked perfectly fine. The only affected part was the numbers in the speedometer itself. So I figured I'll try a cluster swap and see how that works. So let's go ahead and go on a test drive. I'm going to take it up the highway speeds, and I'm going to see if the numbers glitch at all or not. So see how it says 0 right there? Normally it would say, like, if I'm going, for example, I'm going 55 miles an hour or 60 miles per hour. The second number, not the first number where the 0 is, but the second one where like the 5 is for 50, that number would always glitch out. Like half the number would not be there, and it would like fade in and out, and it'll work fine for a while, and then it'll be completely gone for a while, and then it'll glitch for a while, like fade in and out, like pulsing in and out, and then it'll be solid again. It's just an endless cycle. It was always getting on my nerves. And then sometimes even the first number there would be kind of glitchy in the top left corner. It would like disappear and do the same stuff too sometimes. But so far this number looks extremely solid. So let's go on a test drive and see how it works out. I'll let you guys watch along with me and time lapse, of course. Let's get started. I'm so freaking ecstatic right now. I can't believe this freaking cluster swap worked. Oh yeah, baby. All right, let's get back home. Alright guys, well, good news, and you guys saw for yourselves that gauge cluster actually works. I am freaking hyped. Even the blue background and all the number displays and everything looks so much more crisp and bright than the one that came out of my car, so I guess I had a dud. But I got lucky. I struck lucky at the junkyard, guys. I freaking got a perfect working one. It's like a brand new speedometer for my car now, and man, I can't be more thankful, especially because I got it so long ago during the summer. Oh man, imagine if I put it in, it didn't work at all. I don't remember how much I spent on that. I think it was like $30 or $40 or something like that for that cluster. But I'm gonna give you guys real quick updates on the car since the last time I did an update video. So let's go ahead and pan you guys around. Alright, so you guys probably remember a long time ago I had the Boss Audio speakers in the front doors, and I had those really huge ones in the trunk that were up here on the rear deck, but I eventually took those out. I replaced them with Rockford Fosgate speakers that I found at the junkyard, and at the time they worked fine. There was no audio problems with them at all. Well, just recently my back speakers completely and utterly failed, and unfortunately the ones in the front were also starting to fail. As a matter of fact, I still have the front ones right here. So these are the Boss Audio speakers that were in the front doors of my car. So they don't seem terribly off, but they weren't sounding quite as good anymore. These speakers are actually about 8 years old. I got these back in 2015 from my brother, John. He got those for me for my birthday when I turned 18. And I had those in my first car. And eventually, when I got rid of my first car, I took the Phantom speakers out, put them away for a long time. And then that was when I finally got them back out again and put them in the Civic. And now they're, you know, they've aged and they've experienced a lot of loud music. So they've pretty much lived their life. So unfortunately, I had to put the factory OEM speakers back in the car. So front speakers OEM, rear speakers OEM. Guys, I am so glad I did not throw away those OEM speakers when I replaced them with those aftermarkets, because I would be FUCCD. Okay, I'm being a little extra. Anyway, so that's about it. And then, of course, I got carbon fiber door handle covers now. I got those from my girlfriend for Christmas, so super, super thankful. I love you so much. You are so freaking awesome. Best girlfriend a guy could ask for. Yeah, check them out, guys. I've had these on since right around Christmas, so they've already been on for about a month, almost a month. And they're sticking perfectly fine. They've already been through the car wash once. I sprayed the car off with my pressure washer here. Also got that for Christmas this year, courtesy of my girlfriend's parents. Thank you guys. Freaking awesome Christmas this year. I am so grateful for all the wonderful gifts. But anyway, yeah, this has been through a lot already. Daily highway driving, you know, up to 80 miles an hour every day. Rock solid on the car, and they really make the car pop more than it already did. Another crappy update. You guys remember this crappy headlight that broke on me, and I had to take it apart and fix it again? Well, it's like on and off. But as you can see, the stupid strip is starting to not work again. I think this time it's not a complete failure. I think there's a connection thing with the wire, and I'm gonna have to take the this side of the bumper off again and fiddle around with it when I have time. You see, this side has never had any issues. It works fine. But the strip on this side is out again. It's not permanently out though. Like literally every day, it'll come on and off. It'll be on for a drive. It'll be off for a drive. It'll be on for majority of the drive and it'll turn off, or it'll be off for majority of the drive and it'll turn on, you know, vice versa. and you know, even the signals still, like the signal flashes and everything still work perfectly fine. So yeah, I gotta get under the bumper again for the millionth time and fiddle around with this again. I've installed it correctly, and I did everything right. It's just cheap quality. But then here's one more update. Well, two more. In case you guys haven't noticed, this happened back in November. Mirror completely busted. I was going about 63 miles an hour on the highway on the way back home from work. Just 2 lanes over from me, some car smashes into a Ford Ranger truck, and a bunch of rocks and debris and shrapnel from the cars came flying my way. So the shrapnel, I didn't find this out until probably like a day after the accident happened. I didn't know this was there until like I parked on the sidewalk one day and I folded my mirror in. And yeah, so I don't remember if I told you guys this story or not, but I guess here's a refresher for those that haven't known yet. Also caused this damage to the paint. So thanks, people. I hope those people are okay, though, on seriousness. I think they were, because I drove by the accident scene a little bit later, and nobody was, like, hurt. Everybody there was, like, work and stuff. Last update for this car for right now. Recently, I had an oil leak resolved. Valve cover gasket replaced because that was leaking oil, especially like over on this side. Then I replaced the probably about a few weeks ago, a month ago. I got the piles of crap. Man, there's a lot of cars. They're distracting me. Anyway, I got the VTEC spool valve replaced, because, or not the whole valve, but the gasket for the VTEC spool valve. I got that replaced. That was a pretty gnarly leak. It kept leaking out oil, and every once in a while there would be dots of oil on my garage floor in there, and I was sick of it. And I was also sick of topping the oil off. So that VTEC spool valve gasket got replaced, and then so this little crankshaft seal right here, this little circular piece, I also replaced that with a brand new gasket recently. Now ever since then, engine is nice and clean and bone dry. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's see. Yeah, oil level's still good. I know it's a little blurry for you guys. I'm literally holding my hood up like this. Hi guys. showing you my oil dipstick. Alright. Well, that's all the updates I got for you guys for right now. All the good, the bad, and the ugly. Plus the excellent, that gauge cluster I just swapped tonight. More updates for this car to come this year. I'm really shooting for window tint this year. Please, God, give me the money so I can do that. I know it's only a few $100, but I live in this nice apartment, so I'm poor now. So, alright guys. I appreciate you guys for making it this far into the video. If you haven't yet, please like the video, share the video with your friends and family, and most of all, hit the bell icon and subscribe so you get notified of every upload that I make in the future. Peace out, guys. Stay safe out there. Later.